Hello everyone, welcome back to the Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire demo. We're looking at the Thief and the Holomancer. Well, the new Thief Elite's back anyway, I'll get to that. So the new Holomancer is all about, well, holograms and shit. So let's take a look at the basic abilities. So we've got the Sun Edge, Strike Your Foe, Inflict Vulnerability, which seems to be pretty nice. And then we have the new Heat Bar system. So if you're above 50% heat, your critical hit bonus is 25%. If you have 100, then it's 50%. And then Refraction Cutter, strike at foes in front of you, launch a blade of light at your target. Launch extra blades based on your heat level. So 2 blades if you're above 50% and 4 blades if you're 100%. And then Radiant Arc, leap to target location, create an arc of light and strike nearby foes, gain quickness. So more quickness, and more quickness. Yeah, just based on heat level. Okay. So the new Holomancer stuff, they gain a sword now as their main hand. They couldn't get that before. So let's test this out in the Heavy Golem. Basic hits, applies burning vulnerability, which is pretty good. Alright, then let's try the second ability. Alright, yep, that was pretty good. And then we have this leap ability. Let's try this leap ability out. Whoop. We leap to them. And then, yeah, just applying basic burning stuff, which is pretty nice. So let's check out the healing ability. So heal yourself and chill nearby foes if you are above the heat threshold when this skill is activated. Gain frost aura and continue healing for the duration. Okay. And then we have Spectrum Shield. Break stun effects. Create a holographic shield that reduces incoming damage. If you're above the 3 threshold, it recharges faster. Okay. Create a rotating laser blades. That sounds fun. Damaging nearby foes. The skill has increased duration when activated well above the heat threshold. Okay. Create then Hardlight Arena. Create a holographic arena that grants you boons while inside of it. When activated above the heat threshold, the radius and duration are increased. Okay, so that's more of like a dueling kind of thing. And then the ultimate, charge up and fire an explosive beam of light in front of you. When activated above the heat threshold, this attack leaves behind a burning holographic field. Okay, let's try out the heal ability. Let's see what that looks like. Like that. I'm assuming if I was above the health threshold, that would have chilled everyone around me. Then we've got the Spectrum. So I get to move around as a bubble. So that breaks stuns and then it reflects incoming damage. That's pretty nice. And then we've got the Laser Disc. Oh, this is cool. We get to run around and have the Laser Disc do damage. That's a nice, like, self-AoE thing, I guess. So if you're just surrounded by a whole bunch of dickheads, then you can just use that and get rid of them quite fine. Then we have the Hardlight Arena. So the arena doesn't move with you. So as long as you're in this arena, you'll gain Fury Protection and Health Regeneration, which is pretty nice. Alright, finally, let's have a look at the ultimate. Oh god, that looks cool as fuck. Alright, so that's like a big line of a fuck you kind of thing. So if you have a whole bunch of targets lined up in single target file, then you'll fuck them up pretty good. Alright, let's wait for this shit to cool down before I can see what abilities need to be checked out. But in the meantime, I guess let's just go over to the F1 keys and stuff. So F1, use a laser to burn off conditions and set yourself on fire. Jesus Christ. For each condition removed, remove additional conditions if you're above the heat threshold. Okay. So that's basically cleansing yourself of all of your sins and just getting rid of all the conditions on you. Alright, then Flash Spark F2. Release a blinding burst of light from your holographic emitter while above the heat threshold. Gain Light Aura. What does Light Aura do? 10% incoming condition damage. Okay, so that's pretty good. Alright, so then self-burning, blindness, next outgoing attack. Blade Burst, fire holographic blades at foes within range. Damage increased while over the heat threshold. Okay. Collapse a ring of holograms to pull foes into a single point. The ring explodes when it's fully collapsed. Radius and pull distance increases while above the heat threshold. Okay. What's F5? Activate your Photon Forge, gaining access to new skills generating heat while Photon Forge is active. Take damage if you overheat. Disables use of kits for a short duration. Okay. So first of all, let's just see if we got any ability. Yeah, we've got the Photon Wall. The Photon Wall also swaps the thing over there, typical as engineers. Alright. A defensive barrier appears in front of you that blocks you and allies from incoming attacks. Reactivates Exceed to fire the barrier at foes as an attack. Okay. So if we do this, we gain a shield as a cone in front of us that we can aim with. Then what does the new F2 ability do? Fire a crippling bolt of light at your target allies. Your allies the bolt passes through are granted swiftness and is increased while above the heat threshold. Okay, so once again you got to manage this health, the heat threshold kind of thing, by just battling and using your abilities. So let's check out the F1 ability on the big golem here, because no one's on it. Alright, so then nothing happens, because it's a self-curing condition. Let's check out the F2. Alright, a big huge explosion. Right, let's check out the F3. Oh, I'm not even sure if the F3 even won through. I think that was the F3, that was with the blades that just killed all three of these golems. So let's check out the F4 ability. Just a big massive ring that pulls people in. Okay. So I'm assuming you would combine the F4 ability with the laser disc in the arena. So that's a pretty good combo piece to use on. Anyway, let's practice the photon wall, because then we can fire it again and then deal damage. Alright, so that's all the engineer's abilities and stuff. Let's check out the specializations. We got overheat. Reaching the heat maximum results in self-damage explosion that deals damage proportional to your health and additional damage over time. Photon Forge is disabled until all heat is lost. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to check out Photon Forge. Photon Forge reduces incoming damage but has increased passive heat generation. Okay. Deactivate Photon Forge converts conditions into boons based on your heat level. So 1 boon, 2 boons, 3 boons for 0, 50, and 100. Your first few attacks after entering Photon Forge inflicts burning. This is also granted if you overheat. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Gain health per unit of heat lost. So that's pretty cool. So that means the more of heat you generate and the more you lose because you're out of combat or something like that, the more health you gain. So it's not that much, but you know, it's something. It's probably a mediocre ability at best. Launch an arc of light at your foe. The explosions. Okay. Corona Burst grants stability on each attack and creates a barrier for each target struck. Okay. Holo Leap removes movement impairing conditions and grants super speed instead of swiftness. Okay, so that's nice. While Photon Forge is active, you are above the heat threshold. Sorry, your outgoing damage is increased. Damage nearby foes and apply conditions to them lose heat. This attack activates heat therapy if you are not overheated. Okay. Increases the maximum heat capacity while above 100% heat. Periodically gain might. Some skills and traits gain additional heat tiers. Okay. Overheating now blasts damage to nearby foes and no longer deals its initial damage to you. Heat cannot be lost except after you've overheated. Gain heat therapy and Laser's Edge after overheating. So Laser's Edge is just a bonus 15% damage. Okay, so let's try out this new Photon Forge. Okay, so as you can see, I'm slowly generating heat like this. So what's the new one ability? Just swing a holographic blade. That's it. Oh, I look cool. Didn't even notice that. That's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna stab this golem a bit. Okay. So that's pretty okay. That's a lot of heat coming my way though. So what's Holo Leap? That's just Holo Leap again. That's the other ability before I swapped out of it. Whoop, nearly leaped off the edge. That would have been horrible. Photon Blitz. What's that? Oh, it's just shooting with a whole bunch of guns and shit. That looks cool. Looks like I'm overheating. So let's quickly use this 5 ability, Shockwave. That's awesome. That's really cool. So does anything? So then I'm losing heat. Am I regaining health? No, I don't know how the whole health thing works. But anyway, that is the Holosmith. So give me a second while I make a thief. Right, hello everyone. We're back with the thief, the Deadeye. I totally didn't forget his name or anything like that. So the Deadeye's new thief elite spec, and I've already noticed something different, which is the Deadeye's mark. So instead of running up to someone, stealing something from them, and then having your F2 key throw that said stupid item, I've always hated the thief's F1 key, because I've always thought it was fucking useless. Like, I just absolutely hated it. But with this actually seems different. So you mark a single target to generate stacks of Malice over time. Malice generates faster and increases your damage against the marked target as long as you have recently struck it. Lose all malice, when the marked ends or the skill is recast. So if we cast this on this big guy over here, bang. So let's hit it once. So I'm assuming that's my malice right there. Or is this my malice right here, the thing above my health bar? I don't know. So let's press the F2 key. And then, I have no idea what the hell that just did. Alright, so... grants malice, 3% damage. Grants me fury, apparently. Yeah, and that kind of stuff. Oh, this is different. Gain Aegis and poisons. Okay, that's weird. So, Deadeye is actually different based on... I don't know, like, is it random? Alright, so I guess we'll learn more as we read more of the abilities. So let's just kill this thing for now. But that's still cool. I still like that F1 ability way more than the Thief's current F1 ability. Because I just hated it. It was fucking stupid. It did absolutely nothing. But this improves your damage and it even grants you boons and stuff. So already that is infinitely better than what we've had before. So let's basic auto attacks, just deal vulnerability and additional vulnerability. Alright. Second ability is fire a bullet that inflicts conditions on the target, grants you a boon, applies cripple to them, grants you swiftness. Okay. Spotter's shot. I don't know what that is. So let's check that. Let's check that out real quick. What's Spotter's shot? I can keep firing. I keep thinking that the Thief's run on a combo system. So I was like, I can keep firing it. Alright, so the more you attack something, the more your damage or condition damage is increased. So that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Alright, so let's check out number 3, which is fire 2 bullets to grant might if they hit your target. Alright, so number 3. Bang. Yep. It's granted might. So you can just like keep stacking that up for a bit. You can grant might pretty easy. Well, holy crap, I was already at 25 might just then. Like, you can grant might pretty bloody quickly like that. You take all your combo away, but still. Like, holy shit. That's a lot of might in a quick fucking duration. We have Death's Retreat. Shadow step backwards and lose conditions. Poison foes at your starting location. So this is like where I have to walk up to the golem kind of thing. And then jump backwards. So that's a huge distance. They've been poisoned. And I would assume that I would have removed a condition on myself if I had any. And grant some quick easy peasy might. That's insane. That might stack is insane. That's a lot of damage. I'm looking forward to actually making a Deadeye now. Might actually have to level up my Thief. The fifth ability, Sniper's Cover. Become stealth and immobile and gain access to kneel skills, which have increased projectile velocity. You can still dodge roll while kneeling. Kneel is cancelled if you swap weapons or become disabled. So let's try this out. Oh, so I actually can't move right now. I could not move at all. So that's different. Oh, so this is Spotter's Shot. This is what it was on about before. Okay, so when you're kneeling, when you use the fifth ability, you can't move. You can still dodge roll. But I cannot move in any direction. So you can only dodge roll in the direction you want to move in. Alright, so number 1 is different as well. Yeah, it's slightly different, but it's not all that different. Number 2 has now been changed to Spotter's Shot. So that fires a bullet that grants you boons and inflicts conditions on your target. So that applies cripple and immobilization to them, and fury and vigor to you. So let's try that out. Pop. Yep, okay, I see. And then we have the 3-round burst. Bang, bang, bang. So, and each one of these grants might as well. So once again, that is another way to gain huge amounts of might really fucking quickly. That's insane. Death's Judgment. Fire a shot that deals increased damage based on the number of malice stacks you have based on number of malice stacks. Okay, sorry, for whatever reason I just could not fucking read that. So let's malice this guy. Let's hit him once, and then 4. Okay, so obviously if the targets had more health, then they would last a lot longer. So do that. Let's auto attack once, and then bang. So that's a lot of single target damage. So that's pretty good. And then free action, which is just obviously me standing back up again. And then I can move. Alright, so that's pretty sweet. Alright, so let's check out the healing ability. Heal yourself, heal more and lose conditions for each stack of malice you have. Oh, that's cool. So the more you single target someone down, like a boss for example. I feel like Deadeyes are excellent for bosses. For just single target bosses. Like, holy crap. And then heal yourself, heal for more malice you have. So that's amazing. Wow, that's almost 1,000 per malice you have on someone. Holy shit. So yeah, this is definitely great for bosses. Shadow Gust. Let's have a look at that real quick, actually. Okay, yeah, pardon me. So that was pretty quick. That was pretty simple. Alright, number 7. Knock away nearby foes with a burst of shadow magic, then stealth yourself. If this skill hits your marked target, they'll be launched instead. Alright, so let's mark that guy, and then boop. You can just like kick them up pretty far away. Okay, so then what about this one? Oh, that's Shadow Step. Shadow's just boring. Need to fix that. I didn't realize that was a non-Deadeye ability. Throw an orb of shadow magic that damages nearby foes at your targeted location. You may reactivate this skill to swap places with the orb. Okay, so let's put it on the golem. And then bloop. You can use it to teleport to the golem. So that's kind of like a teleport kind of thing. And then you shadow step away. So you would throw an orb at someone and then shadow step. Maybe. So that's pretty nice. Then you have this one here, which is removed all stealth units around you, that are enemies of course, and then stealth yourself. So how long does the stealth last for? It lasts for a few seconds. I thought it was 10 seconds, damn it, I was reading something else. So that's pretty nice. So then, yeah, it lasts for about 3 seconds. So that's pretty good. Let's swap out Shadow Step for this. That? Or is that 2 abilities? Yeah, there's 2 abilities that I don't have. Alright, so then immobilize your target after a short delay. If your foe is marked, they'll be knocked down instead. Conditions applied with the skill have increased duration for each stack of malice. Okay, so let's mark this dude, and then knock him down. Oh, okay, yeah. Holy crap, that was a lot of stacks of vulnerability. Holy crap, this guy's going to be awesome. Alright, so let's wait until I'm out of combat, and then swap to this. Mercy. Cancel your current mark and instantly refresh Deadeye's mark. Gain initiative for each stack of malice you had prior to using this skill. Okay, so this is like a thing where you would like mark someone, use a whole bunch of combos on them, use up all of your things, and then use this, get rid of the malice, and then regain your combo, I think. I think that's how it worked. Alright, so we've got all of that covered, so now let's talk about the specializations. So that looks cool. Mark a single target to generate stacks of malice over time. Malice generates faster and increases your damage against the marked target as long as you have recently struck it. Lose all malice when the mark ends or the skill is recast. Okay. So obviously you deal malice. Each malice is 3% more damage. That's fucking insane. Poison, daze. You grant yourself fury, might, swiftness, and vigor. So that's pretty good. So now we have being revealed from a stealth state grants malice and might. So that's pretty nice. Incoming damage from your marked target is reduced. That's awesome. That's especially good for bosses. Holy shit. Every time I read this, it just becomes better and better for bosses. Would you cast a cantrip, gain a rainbow of new stolen skill. Okay. Deadeye's mark recharges if your mark is defeated. Gain regeneration during this recharge. Okay, so that's nice. It's basically more health regen. Become stealth and immobile and gain access to Neil skills, which have increased projectile velocity. So that's the 5th ability that I was on about before. Your first attack stuns if it hits a newly marked target. Okay, so that's easy peasy CC. So that's pretty nice. Stolen skills apply their boons to allies near you and apply their conditions to foes when around your marked target. Okay. Perfectionist, gain boons when malice is at a maximum amount of stacks. So that's holy shit. You gain fury, might, 10 might, I might add, protection, regen, swiftness, and vigor. Holy crap. So at like 7 to 10 malice, you just gain all of this shit. That's fucking bullshit. Holy crap. Maleficent 7 increases maximum malice stat count Time between Malice gains is reduced. Perfectionist heals you upon reaching the new maximum, so that's pretty nice. So that's 2,500 healing. That's a lot. Holy shit. Increase maximum amount of Malice. Gain quickness when marking a foe. Your power and precision are increased while under this effect. That's pretty good. And then finally, hitting your marked target with a stolen skill grants might to all of your allies. If you're outside the range threshold, might is also granted to allies around you. Ah, so that's pretty nice. So that is it for Deadeye. Deadeye is probably really good. So far, I'm thinking the Holosmith, the Revenant, and the Deadeyes are probably my favorite right now. So, I guess I'll see everyone later. Bye, have fun.